Do you have any idea what that was?
I've never seen him do anything like that. Ever.
Well, has anyone seen any physical aggression of any kind?
Each of you guys have lived with these characters for a little bit. How would you say they have evolved up to now in season 5? Where do we find each of them?
It would be easy to just give us these characters in their finished form, and I think that's the success of the show, is we bring these characters that we know are on the stained glass windows and bring them down to eye level within touching distance. And so John, it would be easy to have him as the beloved disciple, you know, or the disciple of love instantly, but instead the show kind of charts a path from him to be this zealous, you know, kind of very emotional and passionate disciple who means well, but Jesus teaches him to channel that righteousness, channel that passion for righteous reasons. And in season 5, we see kind of the peak of that journey, just where I think John is like, oh, I think this is where I need to channel my energy. And he's starting to understand what's happening. We were asked to use like one word for like this season for your character. And for John, it was something along the lines of acceptance or even awareness.
Another servant he sent. And him they stoned to death.
I think it's so fun to see growth and a character arc that doesn't look like this, but it looks like that. And that's how I feel with Andrew. And I love trying to portray that and bring that to life, because I feel like I feel that in my life. And I think so many of us feel growth and our journey like that, and like scribbling. And then you're like, oh, I ended there, but you can't draw it like that. And definitely season 4, there was a lot of growth in Andrew, a lot of feeling like I had to grow up. And then season 5, it's put to the test. And sometimes when you are put to the test, you are confronted with the reality of where you really are in your journey. And Andrew for sure is confronted with where he is at, and the difficulty of sort of seeing this Holy Week, the circumstances with clear eyes, because it feels like the world is falling in around us.
Everything you just told us, which included our deaths and the end of the age, and not even you know when. Only the Father.
It's now is a moment of confusion. You know, there was growth in the right direction for my character, and then at some point, at this point, seeing what happens during this season and hearing what is about to happen leaves me in this ephemeral plane where I really don't know where it's going and what's going on. And I have to admit that this is a little bit the theme of this season, seeing what happens in the market with the tables turning. That's a level of violence, which is something new that I have not seen in what we were doing up until now. And that's pretty shocking, and that leaves me pretty bewildered.
What are you doing?
So in season 5, I want you guys to finish this statement. In season 5, I am most excited for audiences to see
the big screen and the photography work and camera work that is gonna mesmerize people.
I am most excited for people to see The Last Supper. That was something that was really special to film. We filmed that for 6 days straight, all day, sitting in the same chairs. And there was something about entering into the space again at the start of the day and sitting, and you were right here to my left, and we go, here we are again. And there was something just really mesmerizing, I think, about putting that on film. And I'm really excited to see that all come together.
The triumphant entry. I just think that it's something that we kind of forget about. It is the start of this week, and in Easter celebrations, you know, that moment is kind of at the start of the week is a reminder of how excited people were at that moment, but then it's juxtaposed with the Last Supper and obviously what ends up happening to Jesus. So it reminds you that they had no idea, these disciples had no idea what was gonna happen that week. Seeing the journey to get to those iconic moments is where the show finds its success. That's why people love the show.
I love you too, John.